Boxy. Talking about the cheaters that just don't. So you cheated. I've told you before, wait for the invites and then go. Wait for the invites.
Go.
Sorry, chatting away. This is apparently our 5-man team. Apparently? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Graves, Aurelia, Brand, banned away. No shocker. Chatting it up with Eternal Sanity.
Don't think you a big sissy.
No cure for fools.
I'm absolutely livid.
Chatting away with the Eternal Sanity. Granted, Anarchy is fun, but toss the table. I won't be there. Joke's on you. Both streams next week? Lolo, what? What? No, man. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I'll probably be streaming... Guys, I still want to stream the Raft game on Thursday of this week. It's going to be good. I'm pretty darn excited. Anyone who... Apparently, as many people as they want to multiplayer on the Raft game can multiplayer on the Raft game. So if you buy it off of Steam, you're welcome to join. I downloaded it tonight, but I'm not going to play it at all until Thursday because I want it to be a brand new experience. I don't want to know anything about the game. I almost started watching people streaming it today and I was like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. So I didn't, and I'm pretty excited. Desu, Floor Desu picking up the Shen. Is it gonna be the River Shen, guys? Is it gonna be the River Shen? Probably not. I hope it isn't. But if it is, we'll meme it up for sure. Catinator picking up the Warwick. Purple Nim on the Vigar. Grabbing that for TSM. And Zalor, they're gonna Bard, making sure that I get some of those quick stuns in the bottom lane down. Pretty good CC so far from blue team, Birair approved. Between the Shen taunts, the Gragas knockup and body slams, the Bard lockups. The main thing is don't knock people out of a Bard queue, because that would be pretty sad, as Boxy grabs the Lee Sin looking for some executions. I think the last time we saw Gragas versus Lee Sin, it didn't go well for Lee Sin. We'll see if that keeps up this time around.
I do not tolerate cowardice. Let me at 'em.
Alright, second tier bans banned away. The Kaisa and the Darius both knocked off by TSM, as the Jax and Aatrox, very, very strong champions, Birair approved, kicked out, aren't interested in having them play, as they are some really, really good powerhouses, especially in the top lane. We've seen Aatrox played in the mid lane as well, so it's just kind of the respect ban, as Swipper going for ADC picks up Kog'Maw. We haven't seen Kog'Maw in a while. Super strong against takes, but this time it's really just going to be about the Shen and the Gragas, and Gragas we all know is going to go AP because it's Birair. He's going to go with just super massive damage. I'm actually surprised that TSM gave Dragon Rage his Gragas. They've seen him play before, it's been pretty strong, but this time around he gives it to him anyway, so pretty good powerhouse for the side of Birair approved. Catinator, though, on the Warwick has also shown some extremely strong hand when playing that champion, as Phantom Temp goes for the Akali, playing old school Akali right before she gets the rework, which will change so much and yet so little. I'm excited to see how all of that goes down, as Vetrilian grabs the Kindred, which means it is the last lock-in for TSM, and time to run through the champions and their players. And then we'll get to some fun analytics right before the game. Dragon Rage to the mouth, picking up the Gragas for the mid lane. Enzalor with the Bard support in the bottom lane. Floor Desu on the Shen for the top lane. Vitrillion on the Kindred in the jungle. And Phantom of Temp, bottom lane carry Akali, unless it's Bard Gragas in the bottom lane. That could be pretty interesting. For the side of TSM, we've got Purple Nim on the support of Vigar. Warwick in the jungle. Catinator picking that one up. Boxy Box on the Lee Sin in the mid lane. Swipper with a Kog'Maw ADC in the bottom lane. And Sejaces on the Riven in the top is my best guess. I'm not positive, but that's my best guess. So 3 minutes remaining. If I had to go through and pick a team to win it all, I have to give huge credence to Birair approved. Between Kindred, who is currently extremely strong, does get nerfed slightly in the 8.14 patch, but still a very, very strong and viable champion for the jungle. The CC chains from Shen and Gragas incredibly strong. The assassination from Akali, especially on squishy members like the Vigar and the Kog'Maw, should be able to see some really good plays. But what I want to see from TSM is aggression from the side of Lee Sin on the Boxy Box, in that he can dive onto the squishier members of Bard, try to find Kindred in the jungle before she gets 6 and gets her ultimate. There's a lot of opportunities for him to duel it away, especially considering that he's not in the jungle. And the CC chains from Warwick's ultimate, especially after he hits level 6, is going to be pretty nice. Riven in the top lane versus the Shen should go in the way of Shen, especially if he plays a little bit defensively at the beginning. Level 2 Riven is incredibly strong. Seen it be able to pick up First Blood so many different times, so should play a bit on the safer, more defensive side, whereas in the bottom lane, Kog'Maw needs to be aggressive. There is no true ADC on the side of Birair approved, so get those auto attacks laced in between every other hit on the minions and make sure that you're keeping that lane, or just harass the people. It's double melees. I mean, I know Bard's ranged, but no matter who else comes in the bottom lane, whether it's the Akali, whether it's the Gragas, which I believe and I assume it's most likely going to be the Gragas, if Vigar can find some of those event horizons for the stun and just allow Kog'Maw to auto attack away on whoever it is that got stunned up, be it a squishy Bard or a slightly squishy Gragas, try to make sure that it's on the Bard because he is so squishy and there's not much that he can provide, whereas Gragas is going to heal up if you hit him or he does an ability. But either way, it is 2 squishy members, Kog'Maw and Vigar, so if the jungle Kindred comes to the bottom side, that should be an easy double kill for the Gragas, though Enzalor on the Bard may try to steal some stuff away. The funnier thing from Birair approved is that we'll see if they get the double ultimates down. The Bard ultimate and the Kindred ultimate both can kind of work in conjunction to delay fights or just make things a bit on the interesting side. So we'll see if that goes through. The Shen ultimate as well is something to keep in mind because that's a free extra party member for the side of Birair approved, which is another reason why I think that they have a good chance of winning, especially if they can keep from just getting completely wiped early on. We'll see if there's an invade. Lord Reeves has not made an appearance, and so he will not be leading a team charge into an invade. It's usually led by him. As we get into game, I do want to check real quick. Oh, it disappeared. It disappeared. All right, we'll switch over to our loading in game screen. We're waiting for the skins to pop up. That's why it's black. Don't worry. Don't worry. They will pop up in just a second. There they are. Some fancy skins from all the different players. Snow Day Bard, Pulsefire Shen. Ooh, so the new Pulsefire skins are out. So I believe that is the Shen Riven. Pulsefire Riven's been out for a little bit of a while, so we need real-time custom spectators, like the option to Picket Custom. That would not only allow for stream sniping, but the only way to get that is with the tournament realm that Riot has locked in only for themselves. They only allow tournament realm for themselves. No one else gets to have it, which is slightly annoying, but it exists. It's still allowed for people to stream snipe if they wanted to. It's true. It's true. If I'm doing tournaments at a convention, I absolutely agree. Having it live would be pretty darn awesome. But as it stands, because we don't have those resources and because Riot doesn't like it, we'll stick with it as is at the moment. It is what it is. It gives some time for analytics. If I have a duocaster, it's a lot more fun. But obviously at the moment, I don't have a duocaster. Here we go, party time. Event Horizon straight into the taunt. The flash from the Veigar trying to escape. 30 seconds till minions spawn. We've already got action as Catinator on this Warwick. Golden Guardian Warwick. Beautiful skin. It is forced to back away as 4 members of Birair Approved come around and kind of just push them out of the lane. Squipper comes in huge. He's super fast, but he does get stunned up. There's the taunt trying to get people. First blood goes onto the Shen. He goes a little aggressive. Flash from Catinator trying to escape. Dragon Rage tries to get in, but he hits a wall instead. Phantom Attempt going to fall to an Ignite. And this is a massive 1v1 fight. But Trilly, super low, will be taken out. Boxy Box ignited and taken down. It's now a 3-4-2. DSM trying to get another kill onto Dragon Rage. Will clean it up, chasing it in. They have gotten 4 kills already so far in the game and only lost 2. Huge gold to them, but minions have spawned. Everyone is starting to go towards the lanes. Jace is going to have to run all the way top side. Does have the teleport, and it might be a mid lane Riven. We'll see. It's easy to tell someone is stream sniping. You just ban that person from playing in future games. It's not quite that simple because you don't want to be super harsh with it. And it's only if they really show it. If they really show it. If they just make some really nice roams, it can be a little complicated to tell. But if you want to complain to Riot that they don't allow us to have Tournament Realm, I 100% agree. And feel free to send Riot as many messages as you like and beg for Tournament Realm to be available for more people to play. That is totally okay with me. Alright, so I do have everyone in the correct positions. Dragon Rage is playing in the mid lane. I apologize. I thought maybe he was going to be on the bottom side, but instead it's going to be him hanging out in the mid lane trying to farm up. So it's going to be Vet. Oh, Warwick steals away the Scuttle Crab. That's pretty good. Also getting the mark, the marks on the top side. Catinator low gets the heal, but Trillian has the red buff though. One more auto attack. Catinator gets the heal off of it as well with the Q. Beautiful play from the Warwick. Catinator is a god. As Dragon Rage knocked down to half health against Boxy Box. Sonic Wave just going to miss. That would have been some pretty good extra damage on this mid lane Gragas. But the thing about Gragas is no matter how low he gets, the burst can still come through. Support Purple Nim, trying to get some harassment onto Bard. Though there's no true carry in the bottom lane at this point, which is a little bit frightening. I guess it's Shen that's going to be trying to pick up the farm. But he's melee against double range. And so the harassment could be pretty darn good from the side of PSM. That would just makes his life difficult getting in and farming. Warwick headed up to the top side, trying to get in the Trillion here as well. It's a party 2 for 2. Catinator getting very low, but it's a level 2 Kindred taking some serious damage. Catinator has the double buffs, trying to get the last shot onto the Trillion. He gets healed. So Jason goes in, gets the stun, but can't get the last auto attack. And it's a double kill for the top lane Akali. Lee Sin, though, wants up to be able to finish off someone trying to gank from the mid lane. Phantom Attempt with double buffs, level 4, level up on Boxy Box in the top lane solo. Decides not to chase in as Boxy Box tries to move in with a teleporting Riven who comes back up to the top lane. Kindred around the corner as well. Boxy Box decides to go in anyway onto Phantom Attempt. This is giving Gragas time to free farm in the mid lane. Can they find Phantom Attempt? Gets out with that Shroud. Able to escape with the double buff. So really good from Birair Approved for that top lane Akali. 2, 1, and 1. Stopwatch still ticking away. Stun down. Oh, so Jaces May wants to 1v1's level 4 himself. In the bottom lane, all the farm onto Kog'Maw. 19 farm at the moment, keeping the Birair Approved bot lane pushed up underneath the turret, making it difficult for Desu to get any farm as he has to knowingly walk into harassment. He does have his shield available now, so we'll be able to absorb some of that damage. But it's an Infernal Drake to start it off for the game, which is really exciting because both sides are going to want that extra damage, especially the side of Birair Approved with an Akali and Gragas. They're gonna love being able to pick that up if they can get it. Nice dash from the Shen to avoid getting stunned up. Phantom of Temp in trouble, under 300 health. Warwick around the corner, but with that disappearing act that Akali can do, Warwick decides not to go in. He's going to be seen by the ward coming around the sides. Jace wants to die, but he's only level 5. Warwick only level 4. They go in anyway. They've got the fear. All they need is one more auto attack. Catinator hits the turret. Phantom of Temp is sitting at 100 health. Catinator now, one more shot might be enough to take him out. It's burning away, but he gets the heal off the minion. And the members of TSM barely survive in the top lane, but they do get away. Swipper, pretty good health in the bottom side, dropped down to half as Enzalor is just going to poke away with the harassment bard build. And Flordesu finally gets some free time to farm, pings onto the Kindred around the corner who's trying to steal away the enemy Gromp and will get that mark. Now sitting already at, I believe, only 2 marks. So he needs a level 4 before it can really get going. But at least able to pick up 2 so far. The game is pretty good. It's such a bloody game. I completely agree. I think I already commented on that. But thank you, Rar, for keeping the chat alive despite things calming down after the 3rd game. Swipper with no mana in the bottom lane, super slow. Lee is the same level as the bot lane. He's had a little bit of a rough game. He's mid lane at the moment, trying to pick up a little bit extra farm as, well, that is his lane. But it's the 40 farm Gragas in the bottom lane. The taunt onto the Vigar. Heal used by Swipper to try to keep him alive, but will still fall, unable to use any spell to get out. Still a kill going over to Birair approved on that Shen is pretty nice. It's 1-0-2 on the Bard as well. So if they can continue to stack up and deal with the Corki in the top lane, ult from Riven, just massive, cleans away the Akali. Boxy box on the run. This is what I'm talking about with the damage from the Gragas. Catinator around the corner. It's an Infernal Drake. They're starting to do damage, but there's the fear lining up for Boxy Box's Sonic Wave into Resonating Strike, getting a kill on this mid lane Gragas, who's now 0-2. From what we've seen, though, Vitrillion coming up, going to be smited and started the damage already. Vitrillion has nowhere to go, tries to flash. Catinator grabs the kill. Easy peasy, no need to flash himself. Beautifully done. Kog'Maw finally back, is able to pick up some items. The bot lane for Birair approved have not backed yet. Still sitting on a pretty decent amount of gold, about 1,500, 1,600 for the Bard. For the 2 of them down there. Riven had a bunch of blades, but is able to pick up a Caulfield's Warhammer. Dragon Rage wants the damage, slowing down Boxy. Boxy gets the crit strike with the auto attack. Body slam. One more hit will do it. Boxy Box jumps to a ward, trying to escape, but all it takes is another barrel. But Boxy Box lives as the ultimate from Warwick CCs the Gragas long enough, gets the fear down as well. Catinator takes down the Gragas, and who's so close. One more barrel would have done it, but Lee Sin tiptoeing his way to safety as the Kindred able to pick up red buff. Hasn't been able to make much mark on the game. 1-3-3. Looking for opportunities, especially at this point, to just get the ultimate before trying to gank and make use of it. 2,000 gold lead for TSM. Mostly on Catinator's back. The stun onto the Kog'Maw. Drops into half health with the electrocute. In the meantime, fight on the top side, looking around the Rift Herald. Catinator extremely low, forced to flash out, but Akali chasing in. Flordesu, in the meantime, down to half health. Akali was able to finish off Warwick in the meantime. Enzalor down to half. So everyone takes a lot of damage on the bot side, Purple Nim especially, but no one dead yet. Now no Warwick to stop Boxy from being killed. He goes right back in though. Ignite, Dragon Rage, ticks away, gets the kill. Probably trades his own life as Kindred's chasing in. Double stun from Bard, huge from Enzalor. Gets the Vigar, takes him out. Swipper trying to get some auto attack damage from the side, but it is only attack speed on this Kog'Maw, who started with a Glacial Shroud? Oh, okay. The Gragas tilted. Probably. It's Birair. He's got salt for days. You can pour out a mountain of it and he'll have a little more to toss on top of it. But he did finally get a assist from early on in the game. 0-4. This guy is just having so many issues. And Lee Sin, I believe, was able to escape from the Kindred. So no extra kill. Now 4-1. 5-3 on the Warwick. This is kind of how I felt when I was playing Blitzcrank top lane. Warwick just never left me alone. Camped the lane completely. Every time I would get within one auto attack of killing Draven, the Warwick would show up, get the fear, I would die. It was just terrible. So Jaces goes in, wants Phantom of Temp, finds the auto attack to the side. There's the ultimate. Easy peasy, Riven squeezy, or Riven slashing, as the Wind Slash will take out the Akali Phantom of Temp, who's having a rough game. Down 20 farm. Could use the gun, still go for the gun blade straight up, and that's a pretty good amount of damage. One of the things about Akali is even if you shut her down, she can still come back like a Katarina with just a couple of kills. Purple Nim trying to roam up to the mid lane. There is a Kindred around the corner, and they don't see her. Waiting for an opportunity to try to dive. Has a mark on the Riven. Warwick trying to get some vision for the team. Kog'Maw left alone in the bottom lane. Veigar now roaming around to help out. Enzlor finds the Q, the stun, the dash, the taunt from the Shen for Desu. Should be able to pick this one up. And now Purple Nim, the only one left in the bot lane. It's his turn to farm, I suppose, as Esem having a bit of trouble in that bottom lane. Boxy taking a massive amount of damage. Ult for the disengage and just extra damage, pushing Boxy back. I think Gragas is tired of actually trying to go in and guarantee the kill. So instead, just throwing out the damage and maybe just trying to force Lee Sin to back out. Rift Herald picked up by the side of TSM. Kali goes in, looking for Boxy, gets the shutdown. Gragas unable to even get more than an assist. He wanted it with the body slam barrel in the end. Phantom of Temp gets it though. And now Akali worth a little bit more once again. I don't believe in this blue team bot lane, but they are really showing up. I mean, they're making the CC work, and I think a lot of it is off of the back of the Enzlor stuns like that onto Purple Nim. Throws out the ultimate, stunning up Swipper and holding him in place. Here comes the Shen as well. Exhaust down. The stun doesn't land, but doesn't need to because Swipper is already gone. And Enzlor is just insane on this Bard. Stun after stun after stun. 3-1 and 3. 1-0 and 6 on the Bard. Phantom of Temp dashes to the Rift Herald to escape. So should be alive for the moment. There is still the opportunity for Jaces to use the Wind Slash. That's the broken stopwatch, keeping Phantom of Temp alive and stopping the Rift Herald from finishing off the bottom tier, or the top tier second turret on blue team's side. They want the bottom lane turret, but they don't have quite enough damage on the turret itself. You're gonna have to beat away at this one for a while as another wave comes in. Shenbarn is way too good. Take it into ranked, guys. It's been approved. It's been Birair approved. Vitrillion 3-3 and 3 came back from what I believe was initially an 0 and 3 start to the game. So still has ways to go on farm. In the meantime, though, make that an 0 and 4 game. Oh, using the ultimate to stay alive for a moment. Can't you hop the wall? Gets the heal, flashes over. Warwick uses the ultimate to hop over. Gets the last bite, and that's going to be the kill. Dragon Rage Gragas. Oh, Blast Cone's over once in. Akali around the corner. Ignite. There's the barrel. He's gone. Throws the ultimate. Doesn't even need it. Catinator on the run, but I think Phantom of Temp does not want to fight this alone. Fear disengages for the moment. Catinator hiding off to the side in the bushes, but will still be taken out. Dragon Rage cleans that one up. Much needed shutdown gold on the Gragas. So good for Birair approved. Evens up the gold, evens up the kills, evens up everything except for that extra Infernal to the side of PSM. And if we fancy schmancy just scroll on over, it is a second Infernal Drake if TSM wants to be able to grab it. And Kindred goes down as Jace is doing some crazy roams. Taunted up by Desu, who's having a pretty good game. Enzlor finds the stun again. What is up with this Bard? Feels like he just cannot miss those cosmic bindings. Oh, flash by Purple Nim. That was a little bit early. Probably could have just walked away. Flash taunt onto the Kog'Maw. Can they get the kill? Another double stun and the ultimate as well. Locking both up, waiting for the Cosmic Binding to come up again. No need. Just getting some cooldowns on the Shen. Enzlor gets stunned up for the wall. Catinator cleans it up. Chasing in to Desu. No red buff for the slows. The smite, though, chilling smite will slow him down as he dashes in with his turret. Catinator decides to try to tank up, but he's inside all of the damage. No, what are you doing? You're just gonna tilt and give it over to the enemy, Shen. Why not? I suppose. Vitrillion getting some pretty good damage onto Boxy. Boxy, he just jumps to a minion to escape. Purple Nim dropping a really good event horizon, gets himself out. But that gives pressure on Infernal Drink over to Birair approved. Venom attempt trying to escape. Flordesu around the corner. You know, they decide to go back in onto Sejaces, waiting out some of those cooldowns. Gragas comes over from the side. Oh, beautiful body slam. Just to stop the Riven in the track. CC long enough for a barrel and clean up the kill. Shen not able to participate. Yeah, I'm not sure Warwick underneath the turret for that long. I'm really not sure. Another body slam from Dragon Rage. Barrel's huge, burning, ticking away. There's the ultimate, knocks him back, but it doesn't do enough damage yet. Oh, Gragas, that is so tilting. Catinator. Not finding an opportunity to engage. Just gonna grab his Gromp instead, but needs to be careful because there are 4 members for the side of Birair approved. They go over the wall, stun the Warwick up. Swipper trying to do what damage he can, but he's exhausted from the side. Purple him over the wall, double man, Event Horizon. Warwick is still alive, trying to heal up, finally falls. Shen showing up for the party. So Jace is getting free time in the top side just for farming it up, but they're chasing on to Swipper. He's got no mana, he's only got a couple of auto attacks. The Shen ultimate used there to keep Akali alive despite diving underneath the turret. Purple Nim being chased by Vitrillion, who's going to get some good damage down, but Boxy here to push Vet off. Sonic Wave not going to connect. Nice little tumble there from the Kindred, though. Goes right back in, realizing he's dead. Uses the ultimate, going to clear up some minions. Gets healed. Lee Sin lands the Sonic Wave, follows it through, and finishes off Kindred. 19 kills to 17. Still fairly even in gold. Second top tier turret going to fall as Jason has been left completely alone on that top side. Close games are more fun to watch. I completely agree. And they're a lot more fun to cast as we are only 400 gold difference and double Infernals or single Infernals paired for both teams. You know what that means? Time to check on the Infernal Drake. Oh, it's a Wind Drake. I was trying to predict it. I was trying to be like, let's go for full triple Infernals. But instead, it's a Wind Drake. We may get Infernal afterwards, but neither team are going to be rushing for that Wind Drake super early. Venom attempt now 6-4 and 3, feeling a lot better, decides to go in onto Sejaces. Getting good damage down. There's the Hextech Gunblade, and that's a clean kill, just chasing Riven down. Has all of the hops necessary, hasn't been reworked yet, so it doesn't matter how many small hops Riven has. Akali's got a lot more. Dragon Rage body slam. There's the clean burst damage he wants, but once again, Catinator shows up in the mid lane. Chilling Smite, chasing in, a little bit of damage, now on the run. Shen to his side, is gonna get the taunt pretty easy as he has forced to flash underneath the turret, tries to get a little bit of heal, but the barrel from Gragas is just too much. 4, 4, and 6. Swipper in the bottom lane, stunned up again. Enzalor cannot miss. He's gonna kill this Swipper. Yep, and that's the mid lane turret as well for Birair approved. They have just exploded into a 2,000 gold lead with some really good play in the mid lane as well as taking the turret. Bard soloing the Kog'Maw in the bottom lane by himself as the Kog'Maw is going Frozen Heart first. I'm not even sure how I think about that. Bard comes partying, and Birair throws the ultimate, trying to grab somebody and pull them to the rest of the team or explode them over the rest of the team. Doesn't matter. Shen able to pick up Lee Sin underneath the turret. And that's where several members from Birair approved are getting a little bit tanky. Catinator ults in. They Vent Horizon, stopping Shen for the moment. As Sejaces gets in, double man CC knockup, but not enough. Will fall too squishy at this point in the game. One more auto attack from Vitrillion, picks up his own kill. Dragon Rage is extremely low. Uses the magical journey, just a little hop to the side. Probably will use it again for fun. A little bit of a slide there. Body slams into the Kog'Maw. Burst. Oh my goodness. Kog'Maw chase in. Chase in. Chase in. Boom. Yes. Gets the Gragas. Trade their opportunity. Enzalor goes through the magical journey looking for somebody across the wall, but TSM forced to back away completely from the mid lane turret. It's going to give Phantom Time plenty of opportunity to chip away, maybe even take it down. 3 more auto attacks. All right, 5 more auto attacks. There's the last one. May be trading his life and will be trading his life over for the mid lane turret. So I would say a little bit of worth it on your Akali. The shutdown goal into Lee Sin is not great, but not the end of the world. He does fall off late game. The only real 80 damage is Kindred, and he built Frozen. You mean Kog'Maw built Frozen Heart? Because Kindred didn't build Frozen Heart. Oh, you're saying the only real 80 damage is Kindred because they have a Bard and a Gragas who are going to be bursting with massive amounts of AP, and he built a Frozen Heart. I got you. I got you. I got you. That is my question. First item. You think he'd go for some damage? You think he'd go for a Bruiser? You think he'd go for a Triforce? Something. But instead, first item builds a Frozen Heart, and it's definitely costing his team. They're down 2,000 gold at this point in the game. He's got a little bit of extra attack speed, but it's going to be a while before he can build even close to a second item. Flash body slam from Jace is immediately knocked back as well. The Trillion around the corner. This could be the Riven falling. Oh my gosh, that damage is insane. Catinator roll to it, misses, but they're going to go in with the Event Horizon from Vygar. Take out the Kindred. Trade for trade. Dragon Rage just trying to clear up the minions. Body slams the Warwick back. They want to take the turret. Lee Sin jumping in with Sonic Wave. I think it was actually a shield. Just to keep Catinator both alive and to take the turret. Now Akali coming from the side. Nice fear from Catinator. Is going to be caught up by the binding from Bard. Bursted down from the barrel positioning from Dragon Rage. Beautiful layering of those abilities from Birair approved. They've lost the second tier turret in the mid lane. The Birair approved is pushing pretty hard now. They want an inhibitor, especially the middle inhibitor, which would open up the opportunity for a Baron. They could rotate to the top side and try to take a turret as Gragas is heading up there, but instead are just going to be looking for more kills in their own jungle. Still, Birair approved, only 2,000 gold in the lead. Rotating to the Wind Drake. Sejaces and Purple Nim around the corner. Sejaces on the Riven, having a bit of a rough game, 4, 6, and 5, but has a Rage Blade as well as a Dusk Blade. So we'll have some pretty chunky damage. It really comes down to, can they stop Enzalor from just picking up free kills as the flash taunt from the Shen comes in. Warwick around the corner gets the fear on the Shen, pushes both into the Event Horizon, but you've got to stop this Enzalor. Sejaces starts the ultimate, walks in, and immediately hops out. That is not what you want. Birair is still getting free damage on the top lane turret. The stun on Phantom of Temp may be able to pick up a kill, force this a flash from the Akali over the wall. Enzalor still looking for opportunity to go in. Kindred using the ultimate. Boxy gets healed very low, able to escape for the moment, but the double stun from Enzalor is doing so much work. Stops Catinator in his tracks. He should fall as Flordesu steals it away. They can't all get over the wall. The chase onto Purple Nim, who's exhausted, but Akali will hop it, and the 1v1 Dragon Rage against Kog'Maw ends up in a kill for the Gragas. No real shocks there. Let's check on the stacks of this Kindred, who is doing very well. 6 stacks at the moment, so already has some decent extra range on the auto attacks, as well as once he hits 8 stacks, will just be a complete beast. And Birair approved takes it from a close, even game to with some really nice micro play when it comes to those team fights, able to pick up a bot lane inhibitor turret. Flordesu backing out through the magical journey. Esem just not finding those team fights the way that they want and layering that CC effectively. They're so good at that early when they were in the laning phase, but at this point it seems just a little bit chaotic, running around trying to find fights that they don't really need to take. They need to keep up massive vision and wait for Warwick or Riven to find a pick. Maybe even an Event Horizon from Vygar to start it off, pick off 1 or 2, and then go for the rest of the team. But if you look across the lineup from Birair approved, 7 kills on Kindred, 7 kills on Gragas, 6 on Shen, 9 on Akali. All are doing fairly well. Now some, like Kindred, have died a couple more times than the rest, but even still are just playing a really good, solid game of League of Legends and are figuring out how to scale some of those advantages once they are getting a little bit ahead. Warwick was able to get his own red buff, which is nice. Lee Sin trying to clear away his raptors. Enzalor doesn't even see him because they don't have a ward there. Steals away the main raptor chicken, the head hen. Catinator trying to get what farm he can on the top side. 121 to Kindred's 94. So winning when it comes specifically to farm, but overall impact in the game, having a little bit of a rougher time, even though super early on was very effective. No mana for the Kog'Maw, so he's going to back away as 2 members from the side of Birair approved head towards the top lane, but the turret is already gone. They have all of the exterior turrets from the side of TSM, and a bottom lane inhibitor turret to boot, I would just be pressuring that. Warwick ults in, doesn't find anybody. Purple Nim throws down the event horizon, but no one stunned either. So it looks like TSM is going to be forced to back away. They don't hit the blast cone. Trying to defend the mid lane turret, but Gragas is free pushing the bottom lane inhibitor right now. Birair approved 3 members holding that mid lane as the Gragas forced to escape from the bottom side. But now we have a 4v4. Kindred versus Kog'Maw. ADC's in the top lane. Akali goes over the wall. Boxy box trying to get in. The Warwick ultimate, but the dash from Shen hits 2 people, taunting them up. The broken wings trying to keep the Jaces alive at the moment as the Wind Slash will pick up 1. Phantom of Temp close to follow. Catinator flashes in, wants one last hit, gets it with an auto attack, but it's still a 2v2 left alive. So Jace is running for his life, gets a double man stun. Warwick tries to get the fear, but it's a little bit too late. Get it underneath the turret. There's the ultimate from Shen as well. Dragon Rage may just go down to the turret. Kog'Maw getting credit as for Desu now trying to tank up between all of the auto attacks from TSM, but they eventually win it. But Kindred is getting some pretty good damage into the top lane turret. Catinator, if he can stop him, doesn't matter, the turret is already gone. So despite a huge teamfight win for TSM, Vitrillion is going to 1v2 now. Takes Swipper a little bit low, waits for the heal to come back up. Minions sticking away, burning, but Swipper heals off of the minions and lives in a crazy play. But inhibitors top and bottom are open if Birair Proof decides to just 5-man push straight down and take them away. And as we all know, it's pretty difficult to come back from 2 to 3 inhibitors dropping, especially earlier on. Now we're definitely hitting the mid game, 26 minutes into the game. Infernals for both. You see now that Infernal is going to be spawning in just a second. And if we check, it is a Mountain Drake. Not the most exciting of drakes, but you know, it's still something other than, say, a Wind Drake. For Birair Proof, that would be just massive. No, that's a mountain, isn't that? No, yeah, that's a mountain. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. There's still opportunity for Infernal to come up afterwards if they take it as soon as it spawns. But it looks like they're not going to do that, as instead they want to fight. 4 members from TSM hanging around. Riven coming up as well. Enzler finds the stun, but he's going to be immediately popped. The ultimate from Dragon Rage tries to disengage. Floor Desu should be falling. Warwick chasing in onto this one. Boxy Box in trouble. Shields himself to an ally. Ignite ticking away. Dragon Rage extremely low. He will burn down. Catinator gets one on the trade from the far side. Purple Nim diving in. Wants to finish off Dragon Rage, but will be bursted out with a body slam. The ultimate from Warwick cleans up the Gragas from the far side of the fight, and now can he 1v1 against Phantom of Temp? The extra damage from Kog'Maw bursting on the passive makes the shield from Jaces gets the stun, and they get the clean, the quadra kill for the Warwick on the Catinator, or Catinator on the Warwick. So a worthy win fight for TSM, but it was chaotic all over the place. The teleport from Riven straight to the bottom side wants to push it out. They only have 3 turrets, I'm sorry, this whole game. Riven having a bit of trouble, but Warwick now 13, 10, and 9. That's some solo queue scoreline for you. Still 4,000 gold in the lead despite that win from Birair Approved. They were only able to kill 3 before they themselves got aced. I think the best shot from TSM would have been to go straight for the Drake. 2 mana, they have the damage between Riven and Warwick. Now they're in danger of losing it. Bard and Shen both heading over to try to disrupt this. Vigar here as well. Lee Sin not far behind. Event Horizon will delay for the moment, and that means that they should be able to, and they do, pick up the Mountain Drake. And I think it's less for them because they just haven't been aggressive so far this game, but it is better to remove it from the hands of Birair Approved, who's going to use it as soon as they get their hands on it. But they will not have their hands on this one. With it going down, I don't believe we're going to get any more. It should be the Elder Drake. Nope, it's an Inferno. I was right. Look at that. I was so right. So right. That's awesome. So we do get another Infernal Drake, a great thing to contest. Baron is on the map. Neither team feeling comfortable for that, especially because if the side of Birair Approved decide to go all the way in on it, they would need 4 to 5 members. You want to have your Kindred there to fight it. And Lee Sin is well known for stealing away Barons and Dragons in that he can just queue over the wall, smite it away, and then shield back to an ally on the opposite side of the wall. So this is a really good position from TSM, as long as they can keep their ward coverage up. Catonator over 3,000 health, clearing that ward right by the Baron pit. Don't think he's going to be able to do much more than that. Yeah, finds the fear onto the Gragas Vitrillion coming in from the side. Catonator extremely low ults to try to get to safety. Bard ult locking them up, but Event Horizon is going to time out, and that's going to allow for a perfect setup from the Bard. Wow! Vet and Phantom of Temp picking up their own kills. Swipper in the bottom lane trying to 1v1 against Flordesu. He's got great damage, knocks him down to half, chase him in, has the red buff, decides not to chase anymore. As Birair Approved goes straight onto the Baron. So Jaces and Boxy Box are here, but other than the Lee Sin Seal, I don't think there's much they're going to be able to do. Nice little knock up there. They're trying to keep the Lee Sin busy. Boxy Box wants over the wall, but the Baron is already gone. And a nice wipe as the Riven is able to take Bard through in all of that mess with the ultimate. But instead, or even despite that, 3 members down for TSM. Catonator coming up in just a moment. Swipper wants to defend the bot lane inhibitor as there's no turret there. They can't. There's too many resources, too little resources to allocate everywhere. Catonator finishes off the Shen in the mid lane with the help of Purple Nim's Event Horizon, which is extremely crucial. Kindred's going to get an inhibitor in the meantime as Purple Nim going to go down the Hex Tech, the Hex Tech Proto Belt from Birair. Way too much damage. Takes out Vigar, who just gets bursted down, but that's going to be a second inhibitor falling. Birair Approved, crushing those down one by one. Catonator wants in, flashes the wall, gets the fear, a couple of auto attacks, chilling smite. That's going to be the finish. Phantom of Temp in trouble though, trying to 1v1 the world. We'll walk in circles for a minute longer, but everybody eventually knows where you are, and a Riven ultimate is going to make sure that they get the kills as mini waves continue to pour in. Somebody mentioned, I think last week on the stream, I don't even remember where I was going completely off of that. So what a weird meta we live in when Shen Bard bot lane is winning. All about the CC, man. And really that is about Enzalor playing a really good Bard game. I played Bard a lot. I don't think I would be nearly as good as he is. 4, 5, and 23 assists. So many 2-man lockups. It's insane. Definitely a game worth getting a little bit of a Bard highlight reel. Flordesu getting some pretty good farm in the bottom lane. 30 farm over the Kog'Maw. Warwick here, though, to rain on his parade just a little bit. Riven as well. So Flordesu on the Shen, knocked up, feared. Bardal coming in, holds 2. Warwick will actually make it out just on the outside of that, going for minions instead, as there's the teleport in. 3 members of Birair Approved. The flash from Purple Nim keeping him alive for the moment. Trying to escape. Riven here as well, saying, I can take a couple of shots. I'll stand behind you. Magical journey forward. Enzalor wants to find the stun. Won't find it. Too close range. Vigar is the sacrifice. And so Birair Approved will slow their aggressions down. Just kidding, Lee Sin is going to go right in. Dragon Rage kick, flash forward for the auto as the flash forward from Shen, able to pick up one. Akali going in as well. Catonator making a mess of things, trying to get out. So Jace is extremely low. Gragas ultimate helping all of them out. Explosive cast, but Flordesu dives in, trying to get some damage. There's the ultimate from Warwick. He heals a massive amount off of that. So at least gets 1 in trade, but all 3 inhibitors are down. 1 Nexus turret is down. There's not a lot that they can do left as Dragon Rage going to come in. Nice little body slam, but still in demand. In control. Birair Approved decide not to go in onto the Nexus turret, instead back out. Maybe pick up the other Drake that is spawning, which is that Infernal Drake we talked about early on, because I just knew that there was going to be 3 Drakes in the game. 46 kills to 38. This 34-minute game has dragged into the later stages, but Birair Approved have almost 10,000 gold in the lead. They should be able to pick up another Infernal Drake spawning in 17 seconds. That's why the Kindred and Akali back to grab a couple of extra items before coming out, grabbing the Infernal, and then Baron is still going to be a little bit ways off, so they could just push in with double Infernals. That Mountain Drake on the side of TSM not doing a whole lot for them. Catinator in trouble, ulted back with the Gragas. Can they burst him out? They don't have the rest of their team, but TSM coming around the corner. This could be really good for TSM. That nice Bard ult locks up 3. Kog'Maw's getting 3 shots off to the side. Enzalor stuns up 2 with the Bard ult, but it's still not enough. Akali takes out Riven from the side. Purple Nim getting shot down by Vetrillion, but instead Catinator diving in with the ultimate, trying to find something happen. Vetrillion's ult keeping alive for the moment. Tumble over the wall. The chase from Boxy. Boxy trades a kill over. Catinator trying to fight 1v2 against Phantom of Temp and Dragon Rage. Electrocute does good damage to Phantom of Temp, but it's not nearly enough. And now Boxy Box is in trouble. Ward hopping to keep himself alive for the moment. Phantom of Temp hops over the wall, and that's another kill. Kog'Maw, the only one left alive. Swipper, the difference between life and death for TSM. As super minions are on it, there's actually nothing that Kog'Maw can do. Triple wave super minions destroy the Nexus. Birair approved, claim victory in a beautiful 4th game of the night. No one expects the Bard. Not one. Oh man. Oh man. And I am definitely burnt after that one, guys. That was a great finish for the end of the night because I am super tired. For the losing team, I'm giving it over to Boxy Box for just playing a fairly aggressive style overall. Like to go in, like to make some messy things happen. Was a mid lane Lee Sin trying to pair up against the likes of Dragon Rage. I'm surprised he didn't die more than he already more than he did, because the damage from Dragon Rage is insane, which we will check on. So giving that over to Boxy Box. As for MVP, gotta give it to Catinator. I don't even think I need to explain myself on that one. If you really want an explanation, I think the results can see for themselves. For the winning team, excuse me if you heard that. All right, I'll give honorable mention to Phantom of Temp for playing yet again another clean Akali. It's time to learn that Phantom of Temp plays a good Akali, guys. He does really well. If he gets into a game, ban it away. Majai's 17, 8, and 10. Sick nasty. You need to have either strong CC, use... The other thing I'm surprised by is you'd think that against an Akali, especially with that Shroud, that you would grab Oracle Lenses for most of the members of TSM. But instead, they didn't do that. So they lose the game to a 17 and 8 Akali. But MVP needs to go over to Enzalor for some crazy, immaculate stuns. That cosmic binding over and over and over and over. Beautiful plays there from Enzalor, just crushing it down, giving so much damage opportunity to Flordesu, really making that bot lane work. The CC chains, the ultimates, everything about it was gorgeous to watch. And yeah, it was pretty awesome. Pretty darn awesome. Whew. I am burnt, guys. I've got to at least jump off the stream, but I'll probably jump on the chat and hang out for a little bit longer before then crashing and going to bed. 1 a.m., definitely time to sleep, even if I am going into work a little bit later than normal. I'm going to roll some credits. It was a beautiful time. Shout out with Morelos, exactly. And we will see you all probably Thursday when I'll be streaming some Raft. I was thinking about shoutcasting some, but Raft just recently came out. It looks sick. I want to try it. The game may be terrible. I don't care. I want to try it. It's gonna be silly. Wolf, oh, you're so late. And this was a 4th game too. What? Oof. Mola, I shoutcasted 4 games, and you show up at 1 in the morning. You hurt my soul. Your July is insane. No, man, I got you. My early July is insane. These past 2 weeks have been crazy. Some nights I've been working till 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. It's been insane, but it's pretty good. Pacific time OP, dude, even just showing up for the last 30 seconds is pretty darn awesome. So I appreciate it. No matter when you guys come out, no matter how you guys come out, no matter what you guys come out, I appreciate that. I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora? No, I appreciate you coming, hanging out. I'm sure the schedule eventually will work itself out for you to come out a little bit more often and a little bit earlier, but even still, showing up is pretty wonderful. We will roll credits, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you all for joining, and do I have my music fixed? I do have my music fixed.